Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. There was a time when there was a drought down below, and everyone was wanting for water. So Gautam Muni and Ahalya, his wife, came up on the hill to do tapasya. And they did tapasya. They did tapasya for Varuna on top of the Brahmagiri mountain, just up on top at the summit of this cliff. So they did tapasya, and after several years of tapasya, Varuna came and said, I'm going to give you a kund of water which will be eternal, will supply water to the entire population of this area. And that's what happened. Varuna gave his blessing, and Gautam and Ahalya made a kund, and Varuna filled it with water, and it never went dry. Well, Gautam, all the citizens were so happy they had water and they were saved. But some of at one time, some village boys came to draw water from the well, from the kund, and some of the Brahmin ladies that were there said, we should take our water first. And Gautam's wife, Ahalya, said, no, this water is for everyone. It was a gift from God to all the people. There's no one who goes first and no one who goes second. Whoever comes first gets served first. There's no idea of caste or creed here. This is water, which is the life of the people. The Brahmin women said, what is this? Ahalya has become so proud because of her tapasya, they brought the water, and now she's giving lectures to us. We're Brahmin women, and she's telling us who should go before us and who should go after. She thinks it's her well, and she's the only one who has authority. And they went back to their village, and they went back to their husbands, and they said, we have to find some way to curb the pride of Gautam and Ahalya. They are just too proud of their having been the ones who brought the Ganga and brought water and filled up the moon and saved all the people's lives. So the Brahmins decided to take an old sickly cow where Gautam was making yagya. In his yagshala, they took this old sick cow, which was just on its last legs, and they prodded it into the yagshala. They pushed it inside, and Gautam was sitting in asan making yagya, and he took his ghee patra and he said, Hung Fat Swaha, and he put the ghee into the fire, and the fire shot up into the air, and the cow fell over and died. And all the Brahmins said, Chi chi chi, the Rishi Gautam killed the cow with his mantra. This is, what kind of Rishi is he to kill the cow with his mantra? This is a terrible thing. He has sinned, he's killed the cow. That's Gohatya Pap, the sin of killing a cow. They said, you have to do penance in order to repent for this sin. Gautam said, what penance shall I perform? And the Brahmin said, you have to make the river Ganga come all the way down so that we don't have to go up to the mountain to catch the water. You have to make the river Ganga to come down to us. And then we will know that you've been forgiven for your sin. So Gautam and Ahalya began to propitiate Lord Shiva. They did tapasya for 12 years. And Shiva came to them and said, I'm pleased with your tapasya, and I give you the boon. Ganga will come in the form of Gotami or Godavari. She will come down from the top of the mountain and fill this kund, and from this kund she will go underneath the ground and come down into the larger kund, which we saw in the tirth, in the city. And then she will form a river, and she will go all the way across India, and she'll be known as Gotami or Godavari after your penance. And then Shiva went on to say, Shiva said, you weren't guilty of killing the cow. It was the Brahmins who were scheming you. And they schemed and connived, and they pushed that old sickly cow in, and you were not guilty. And Gautam got mad, and he took some water in his hand from the Godavari River, and he pronounced a curse on those Brahmins. He said, I curse you, Brahmins, because you have done such a terrible act. You'll leave your knowledge, and you'll leave your dharma, and you'll leave your religion, and you'll only make pujas for money. And you'll only make a display of your pujas because you won't know what they mean. You'll say mantras that you don't understand. You'll stop wearing rudraksha. You'll stop wearing tripandra. You'll stop wearing janeyu. You'll stop wearing a mala. And you'll leave your japa, and you'll leave your tapa, and you'll sell your dharma. You'll all go to the Western countries and become computer programmers. And he took that Ganga Jal and he threw it at those Brahmins, and you see what we have in the temples today. Only people scheming and conniving and thinking about their dakshina, and forgetting the meaning of the mantras and the humility that it takes to worship God. When the water of that curse hit those Brahmins, they all fell at the feet of Gotam Rishi. And they said, please forgive us. What we have done is a terrible thing, and we beg your pardon. But the greatest quality of a Muni, of a Rishi, is forgiveness, kshama. So forgive us for our wrongdoing. And Gautam said, the curse that I have given to you cannot be revoked. But I give you a blessing because of your humility. This will come to pass in the Kali age, in Kali Yuga. Then the Brahmins will be of such a nature. The Brahmins then said, Rishi, please be gracious to us and tell us a way that we can be free from the curse. And Gautam said, when all the Brahmins begin to study their dharma and begin to practice sadhana instead of bhiksha, instead of asking alms from every passerby, from everybody who to take money, when they start to worship God for God, then the curse will be revoked. When every Brahmin starts to begin to chant the Gayatri mantra, to make havan in the temple, to make yagyas in the yagshala, where the yagshala is there for the purpose of making yagya. When you begin to adhere to your dharma, then the curse will be over. And the Brahmins were very happy to have a way to be free from the curse. But this curse is what we are experiencing today. The plight of our dharma today. When the teachers don't know their subject, what will they teach to the students? Brahma eva Brahma bhavanti. Who knows Brahma is a Brahmin. And who can teach about the subject they know. That is the purpose, the dharma of a Brahman. Puja karna, puja karana. Shikna, shikana. Dan lena, dan lena. Ye che karma hai. Oh, I'm not speaking. To learn and to teach. To worship for yourself and to worship for others, and to pray for others and lead others in worship. To give what you can and to accept the offerings of love and respect. These are the 6 karmas that are allowed to a Brahmin. Kshama, Dhamma, Tapas, Socham, Kshantir, Arjavam Evacha, Gyanam Vigyanam, Astikyam, Karma Brahma Swabhavajam. Peacefulness, compassion, samadhana, generosity, tapas, purifying austerities, socham, inner and outer purity, shanti, patience, forgiveness, arjavam, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, jnanam, wisdom, vijnanam, the application of wisdom to life, astikyam, the relentless pursuit of self-realization. Yet 9 karmas. These are the 9 activities which are swabhavik, natural to a Brahmin. You heard the Brahmins this morning in the temple shouting at each other, pushing each other. This is not the reason that they wear the janeo. 9 threads. Navamishtantur biyuktang, with 9 threads. 3 gulong devatamayam upavitang mayadatang grihanitong sureshwara. You accept these 9 threads to remind you of these 9 qualities. Shama, Dhamma, Tapassochang, Kshantirarjavam, Evacha, Gyanam, Biganam, Astikyam, Karma, Brahma, Swabhavajam. Swabhavik. It's the natural behavior of a Brahmin. This was the curse of Gotam Rishi. So our duty as members of Sanatan Dharma is to wake up all the Brahmins and say, please remember your Dharma. I cannot give you Bhiksha. I can give you Dakshina. You're not entitled to Bhiksha. Bhikshayang nevo cha. Not by begging can it ever be attained. You can never be Brahmin because of Bhiksha. You have to receive Dakshina, an offering of love and respect and generosity. Hello. This was the curse of Gotam Rishi. So this is the Ganga Dwar, the door of the Ganges, the door where Godavari comes out of the mountain. She comes from the top of the Brahmagiri where the Varuna Kund is. She comes down to the Ganga Dwar, and she forms a river underground, and she flows down to Trambakam and Trambakeshwar and on to nourish all of India. And that's the story of this site. Where we
Namaste.
Namaste.